Hello, Kenny Wu video assignment. Hello, Miss Jerker. We called you here today because we've been concerned with Jack. He's been biting other students in class. Have you seen any of this behavior at home?
Well, actually, he bit his brother the other day when his brother tried to take his bike from him. But I just kind of asked him why he did it, and he was, of course, upset, so I just kind of let it go. And then I realized he left a mark on his brother, and I realized it was pretty serious. And I wasn't aware that he did it at school.
Is that the first instance you've seen of this?
That's the first time I've seen him do that. It's a new occurrence.
Okay. And he bit his brother?
Yeah.
Wow. And how did you discipline, or, did he get in trouble for that?
Yeah. He got in trouble. I put him in, we do timeout. He understands timeout, but I'm afraid that he's growing out of it, that maybe he thinks that nothing comes of timeout. I spoke with my husband and we discussed maybe washing his mouth out, but again, we didn't realize that this was a bigger problem.
Right. So you put him in timeout, and you talked to your husband, and you two agreed upon washing his mouth out with soap?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well...
But I know at school, that's a different story.
Yeah, I couldn't wash his mouth out with soap, probably. I probably would lose my job. But is there any specific way that you would like me to handle this, as a parent? And since it is in school, and it's not really ideal for a teacher to, just let something like that happen in the classroom,
Right.
But the reason, why I want you here is, I wanted you to kind of help me come up with a plan to, fix this.
Prevent it.
Right.
I don't know if, maybe taking recess time away from him. I had a friend that she had the same problem with her son, and she, did the timeout thing, but it didn't work until she sat him down and really discussed with him. But I think, with seeing how he acts, maybe he needs to take privileges taken away from him if he's biting and he doesn't understand that that's not okay. Or maybe, do you know why he's doing that? Did the kid take something from him?
No, none of us really saw what happened before the incident. But, what happened with your friend, when they tried to sit down and talk to the child, because that's kind of how, I would like to handle the situation, is just kind of talk to Jack and, and understand his point of view like your friend did, and not necessarily just take things away from him.
I think that he needs, because where he's at his age group, I think he's having trouble with the transition, and so maybe he needs like a security kind of blanket thing. We could sit him down and talk to him, and say it's still an issue at school, we all could sit him down and talk to him, and see how he feels, if he's upset that somebody took something away from him or what it is.
Does he do well with, in the past when you've tried to sit down and talk to him, did he do well? Or did he...
Yeah, he did. He understood, and he explained why he did what he did. And I really want to, I really want to fix this problem. So
Okay.
I'm willing to try that.
Okay. Well, the past few incidents that occurred, we did just take his recess away only because that's, the classroom rules and or policy. However, I feel like in Jack's situation, he doesn't mean harm to other students. He just feels threatened, maybe, and he doesn't know how to handle the situation. Do you or have you seen any of that, or do you feel that way at all? That
Yeah.
he has a hard time expressing himself, so he.
I think that's exactly what it is. I think he can't express himself, and so he gets so upset and bites. I don't.
Yeah.
I think it is. I think he's, short for words, and he just acts out of anger.
Okay.
So maybe that's.
Do you think it's, do you think he has difficulty speaking, or has he always been like that? Like where he can't express himself? Or?
Yeah, he's my other child is kind of, outspoken and can say anything, but Jack's a little bit more quiet. He doesn't say much. He kind of keeps it all in.
Okay. Well, would you prefer for, maybe you and your husband to come and talk to me with Jack here, or would you prefer to talk to Jack at home and not talk to Jack next time it happens? Or just like, where would you want to go from here? Because, my main goal here is to make you and your husband and your family happy and still help Jack to get over this problem.
I think it'd be great. I think maybe my husband and I sat down with Jack and told him, that we were going to have a discussion with his teacher. And then, that way it sets in that he understands instead of we're not just throwing it on him. And then meet with you, yeah.
Okay.
All of us meet with you.
Okay. Well, it has happened for the past 2 days, so if it were to happen again, what would you like me to do?
Well, how about we plan on, meet tomorrow maybe, or in a couple days? And if it does happen before then, you can either call me, take his recess time away, time out, like we've been doing. And if you feel like it, that you are able just to sit him down and talk to him, that may work better. And if you feel like it's still an issue, you can call me.
So, if this continues to happen, before we meet, I should, put him in timeout, take his recess away, and those are the things that you would like me to do. Do you think it would help at all if I called you and you talked to him if it just kept, happening? Because yesterday it happened 3 times in one day, and he's here to learn, and be a kid, and, I don't agree with taking recess away from children. So, if those are your wishes, I'll be,
You're the teacher, so I trust, your judgment. If, you see that hasn't worked, I don't know, I'm not a professional at dealing with children, so I trust your judgment. If he's upset and it's not working, what you're doing, call me by any means, and I will talk to him.
Okay. And what do you think your husband might have a different perspective?
He may, or when we meet,
Right. Well, I just don't want the next time we meet, I handle the situation tomorrow differently, or the way that you asked me to, and then he.
We're pretty mutual. We and I, before I met with you, we had actually discussed his biting issues. So, and we were on the same page.
And where did that conversation take you?
That if he doesn't stop biting, we either need to figure out what's causing him to get so angry, find other ways to fix this before it gets a bigger issue.
Okay.
So, how about you want to set up a time to meet?
Yeah, let's set up a time to meet.
What, tomorrow at 10?
Tomorrow at 10:15.
That sounds good.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.